Sports Snippets! Dennis Sullivan. What the heck's going on, guys? It is Sunday the 6th of February. How the heck you doing? Stayed home a little bit there on Saturday night. Had a chance to zone in on the Miami Heat and what's going on with them. Watched the game against Charlotte, against the Hornets in Charlotte. Heat pull away with a very impressive 18-point victory. If you do like the content of this particular video, you know what to do. There I am. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. So let's get started, guys. Pretty interesting matchup. The Heat, as we all know, having a good regular season. Now only percentage points behind the Chicago Bulls for the top spot in the East, which is a little bit misleading because of the fact that, take a look at the Nets, for example. They're currently, as we head into Sunday's action, in the 6th spot in the East, but they're only 4 games behind the Bulls, who technically hold the first spot. So go figure that. Makes it more interesting, though. It does. It makes it more interesting on a day-to-day basis following the league, particularly the Eastern Conference. And I thought this was a pretty interesting matchup. I want to start, I'm going to go to the snippets board here, but I did want to start with, I was saying to myself, I mean, even with the loss, Charlotte's like 2 games above 500. You watch that game on Saturday night against the Heat, I'm thinking to myself, how is this team 2 games above 500? Well, my answer to that would be, they do move the ball pretty well. They have a couple of top players. I mean, Miles Bridges is good. LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier. They got some good players. Hayward. But the team defense overall, I mean, Mason Plumlee is a good interior defender in my opinion, but way too many easy shots for the Heat, driving to the basket, inside the paint. Jimmy Butler was a perfect example of that. Goes 10 of 13 from the field. The perimeter defense, in particular for Charlotte, they need some work there, because I tell you what, the Heat were just kind of, at times, doing what they wanted to do on offense and just getting really good shots, extremely high percentage shots. Although, for the game, the Heat would shoot just under 42%. So, the perimeter game really wasn't there. It wasn't the most well-played, like the prettiest basketball you'll ever see. The Heat did miss some easy shots. They came out a little bit flat offensively, missed a lot of shots offensively to start the game that normally you think they would hit. But nonetheless, they still would outshoot the Charlotte team, the Hornets, by about close to 4%, as Charlotte would shoot only 38.4% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Neither team particularly great from 3. Heat would hold a 1 3-pointer advantage, 11 to 10. They would shoot a little bit higher than 33%, 11 for 32. Charlotte 10 for 36, not good at all. Let's go to the snippets board, guys. JB, yes, that's the focal point for Saturday night's win. 104 to 86. Jimmy Butler. Basically, I'm telling you right now, guys, he probably just said to himself, if I put myself in the spot of a Jimmy Butler, I'm saying to myself, and just looking at how he played on Saturday night, he probably said to himself, you know what? This team isn't that great defensively. There's no need for me to take 25-footers. I'm just going to chip away. And that's exactly what he did. He hit one high percentage shot after another. Very smart players do that, and Jimmy Butler certainly is a very smart player. He would finish, as mentioned, 10 of 13 from the field, and he would score a game-high 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Bam Adebayo missed some easy shots inside, but still finished with 20, 12, hit a double-double, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks for the Heat, 34 and 20 on the season. It's been a good regular season so far, The defense, though, I think is the main reason, as point number 2 on the Snippets board. Been a very good season so far. The defense is a little bit better this year. Very intense. They play scrappy defense, do the Heat. That was a pretty good offensive Charlotte team. They held to 86 points on Saturday night. They dug in and played some good defense. Despite the game being a little bit, shall we say, sloppy, especially on the side of Charlotte, who had 20 turnovers, the Heat would convert 17 of 18 from the free throw line. Very, very big stuff right there. Very important. Way over 90% from the line. That's key. Charlotte would only convert 10 of 16. You're under 65% with that. That's not going to work. So that's a key one right there. Heat at the free throw line, playing good defense, taking higher percentage shots. Although neither team really on their game with converting these shots, it would work out well for the Heat in the end. Rebounds virtually even. Charlotte would hold a 1 rebound advantage. 50 to 49. The other big stat, touched on a few seconds ago, turnovers, guys. Charlotte turns it over 20 times. You can credit the Heat defense for that, I'll tell you. They got pretty good guards, Charlotte does. 20 turnovers is a lot. The Heat turned it over only 12 times. They clearly won. If you're going to point out one thing that won this game for the Heat, an 8 turnover advantage. That's a lot. And they would win that battle, as mentioned, 20 to 12. I put FG percentage or field goal percentage. Really just not a good shooting night for the Heat, but I will say this. A positive seems to be there. They are looking for higher percentage shots the last few times I've watched them. So that effort seems to be continuous to get good shots, not always settle for 3. The one concern, which I didn't put on the board, I'll just throw out there right now, is when they play up against the better teams, the better rebounding teams, how is this team going to hang in on the boards, particularly in the playoffs? That was a concern of mine last year. It remains a concern this year, although I am seeing an improvement, as mentioned, in the areas of overall defense, especially defensive tenacity, and shot selection, I would say, has improved a little bit. So there we are, guys. The Heat, also PJ Tucker, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Do a few stats here. Welcome back Kyle Lowry, 9.6 assists, 4 steals. Duncan Robinson was quiet, 3.3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Tyler Herro continues his solid play, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. I like Caleb Martin. That's a great addition for the Heat. Well-rounded player, very active, gets out there. He's going to be good. That could be a key player against the top teams when we really got to battle it out and get a little bit more athletic or physical with them and play tough and play hard. Caleb Martin finished with 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Dwayne Dedmon, the big man, 6 points and 9 rebounds off the bench, a steal and a block. Dedmon played just over, right around 17 minutes. Would like to see that increase to about 21, 22 minutes. That's just my opinion. I'm being a little picky here. But would like to see him play just a little bit more in these games. Kyle Guy added an assist and 2 steals. Omar Yurtseven would just play 3 minutes off the bench for the Heat and did not score. For Charlotte, real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. Gordon Hayward, very quiet, did not score. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Miles Bridges, 15, 5, and 5. And 4 blocks for Miles Bridges. Mason Plumlee, 6 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Terry Rozier, 16 points, 6 rebounds. LaMelo Ball, quiet by his standards, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Cody Martin, Caleb's brother, right? 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Kelly Oubre and Cody Martin's a good player. He's good. Kelly Oubre Jr., 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. One guy I like, I'd love to see him in a Heat uniform one day. PJ Washington, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Nick Richards would score a point, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Ish Smith, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. He played pretty well off the bench, did Ish Smith. James Bouknight only played the final 14 seconds or played a total of, I should say, 14 seconds for Charlotte in the loss. Last but not least, who do we got coming up next, guys? So, here's how this coming week looks. At Washington on Monday the 9th, make that the 7th. Monday the 7th of February at Washington. Thursday the 10th in New Orleans to take on the Pelicans. Then a big game this coming Saturday, the 12th of February, the night before the Super Bowl. The Heat will be playing at home against the Brooklyn Nets. Mark your calendars for that one. This is Dennis Sullivan saying, I will see you, yes you. We will talk Miami Heat next time. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Over and out for now. Bye for now.